It's the vegetarian lifestyle. I eat fruit for meals. It's the vegetarian lifestyle.
You can change the world. You must change the world.
If your girlfriend's doing Kayla's program, 1,600 calories a day, you got to sit her down and say, look, sweetie, you're going to be a fucking emotional roller coaster. I don't want to go out with someone who's fucking starved themselves, alright? Because you're going to fuck your metabolism.
So you're starving your body into weight loss. Everybody loses weight if they starve themselves. It's not rocket science.
We've agreed to obey, and basically we're free to go to Thailand, and we can't talk about that because we was going to prison as well, so we have to sort of behave. We have to behave.
Another thing I want to point out here, I did a search. Now a few days ago when I'd search Harley, Kayla, diet, I would find Harley's videos that have been privatized. They'd still show up in a search when they weren't on his on his channel. But now look what happens. Hey, I'll come in first. Yeah, I get 211 views. How does that work? Meanwhile, the next video down, 700 views. 500,000 views. Comes to number 3. Epic meal time, carb vegan. There's no videos from Harley or Freelee that come up. So they're all gone now. Maybe he actually removed them this time because they scared the shit out of him. I wonder what they did that's worse than prison. I guess I'll leave out what I was gonna say. That'll have to be enough. You have to read in between the lines.
Freedom of speech laws in Australia are a lot different to the US, a lot different to EU, things like that. The UN is different in Australia. We're down under, right? So things are different. More and more go through the system, I learned that it's not about truth and honesty and transparency and kindness that society really values. They're things that I value personally, but that's not what the world runs on, unfortunately. I would like it, that's not how it is. The golden fucking rule is those with the gold make the fucking rules. So if you piss off a couple of multi-millionaires with sharing your honest opinion, then they can do what the fuck they want to do in the court system. That's just how it is, alright? Those with the gold make the fucking rules.
I got the idea that since they settled out of court, that they weren't able to talk about it anymore. And now I'm watching this, and he is talking about it still. He can talk about the case now, but not what got him into this case. What could happen? And Kayla showed, turns out you can badmouth people. People thought that's what the case was about, but it wasn't. He never badmouthed her. He badmouthed her program. And that you can't do. But you can call him a parasite.
So the tips for Thailand are bring your bike, bring your mindset, bring your fucking stomach, bring a few bar with you. It's going to be a great event. If you're a dreamboat, if you're a victim, if you're like, then it's not the event. If you like smoking bongs and doing magic mushrooms or whatever, it's not the event for you. If you want to clean up, if you want to sober up, if you want to get fit and boost your fitness.
Now, to my commenters, is that some kind of code for bring your bong? I don't know about the differences in the laws between Australia and here in the U.S., but sounds pretty similar to me. Our prisons are filled with people who spoke out too much. I don't want to speak out too much about it. There's a recent case that didn't make much news. But everybody knows this guy, but you never hear from him again. Then there's the people who left the country because they know they'd get their heads removed. I don't know that guy's name, I forget it. But you know who I'm talking about. He's still alive, doing interviews. Now, if the U.S. caught him, he'd be gone. We'd never hear from him again. Okay, we're going to check the comments. I know a lot of people don't read comments. You're missing out. Comments on that video from Harley. But first I'm going to leave my own comment. There's so few people listening to me. Still feels that people don't know who I am. After 6 years in the community, let's see. I am so stressed out that my viewers think, what do my viewers think? Brain shrinkage. Brain shrinkage? What is it? And then I should add a link to that infamous video. I go to my videos. So even posting a comment is work. It takes time. I'm not relaxing. I don't have the TV on. When it's really something going on, comments get pretty good. Honestly, I would think freedom of speech would be a higher priority than a fruit party. Yeah, he didn't say too much about that. Who's going to get the word out without the injustice that has happened here? Guess nobody will know what really happened. Keep watching me. I'll figure it out. We'll get to the bottom of this. I have great mind for deducing the truth. 9 replies to that. Durianrider responded, which reminds me to say, he hasn't talked to me in about 9 months. Put yourself in the Supreme Court, sued by multimillionaires, and have a Supreme Court order injunction served you even before you can open your mouth. I haven't heard much yet. But I'm going to come out right now with my theory on what it seems like happened. Even seeing their first video when it happened, you could see that Freelee was psychologically hit with the... I know how it feels. I've been there. Having the courts on your case, it feels very unsettling. like they could just decide your fate. They have your life in their hands. I think by the time we got to yesterday's events, I guess it was yesterday, they were both thoroughly intimidated and scared. And it's not just the courts, just the vibe of the courts, but it's the lawyers. And these lawyers are from a multimillionaire, so there must be a lot of them. They must have really done a good intimidation job. Because a few days ago, Harley was saying that he wants to defend himself in court and present the evidence. This is a great opportunity for him to take his stuff, all his stuff from YouTube, off of YouTube, into the courts, where it could get media attention. In the courts would be great. And he settled. Okay, so he goes on, and explain yourself. Court order injunction, don't know what that means. And then go organize the biggest vegan training camp on the planet. Do both of those things with no real help and get back to me how it went. Hashtag get fucked. That's weird. Oh, well, maybe I'm misinterpreting. Anyway, yes, he didn't have any help. He went, we told him, don't defend yourself. And here's what happened. He went in there and they screwed him. They intimidated him. Instead of having his lawyer deal with the situations. See, I know this stuff. This is what lawyers are for. Kayla probably was never there. She was off doing one thing. She knows, she probably knows that the lawyers can handle everything, and they will. If you give the best lawyers enough money, they can do just about anything. Reply to Durianrider. So you're saying that when you say you're prepared to go to prison for your principles, you're just speaking nonsense and now are using this as an excuse. Yes. Why doesn't he explain? On the other hand, notice something here. That comment was 6 hours ago. It's still here. I left a decent comment on Kayla's newest video. It was talking to a commenter about bananas. I left a comment. That comment got deleted. Someone else commented to that same person. That comment got deleted. But the anti-banana comment was left there. This is just highly irritating. This is censorship. It's plain as day what's going on, people. Anti-vegan agenda. They want people starving and then binging on the product from the meat industry. It's huge money. It's not big money. Kayla's big money. The meat industry is huge money. My point is here, Harley has not deleted that. That's a question he doesn't seem to want to answer. It's still here. Meanwhile, some channels seem to have, you know these rich people who are off in their boot camps, they don't have time to be hanging around on the internet like me, which takes all day. deleting every comment that comes in that might mess up your brand or your brainwashing of your people. They hire people to do that. Very thorough. Like on Cassie's channel. I can't post anything there anymore. It's just not there when I post it. And I just checked the comments over on Happy Healthy Vegan's site. And there's a lot more comments there that are down on Harley. This could actually be something. He was, vegan for the win. He's even disappointed. Very sad day, disappointed. Would love to believe that Harley, Durianrider, has a card up his sleeve on this one, but just do not know. It would go against everything he has ever stood for if he allows this gag to stand. Then the one below. Of course, calling someone a hypocrite is nothing new, but I look down here. Sellouts. Because it's changed the precedent in the courts. Freedom of speech just got lowered. Whatever happened to freedom of speech? So this is actually a thing going on here. I don't know. Did they get Harley to sell out? Has he sold out? I don't think he's saying. No more new videos yet. No word from him. Haven't checked the website. But he would have said it in his video. I don't think he wants to. What do you think? Oh, what? Okay, what do you really think? Post below and I'll see you down there.